Yes, it's me, the Blood Shinobi, bringing you What If Naruto Was a Prodigy like Itachi. This is actually part 7, not part 6. Sorry for, I messed up too, because I missed out 5 and forgot about it. So yeah, now let's get on to this. I'm not going to sit here rumbling, grambling, whatever you want to call it. So you can have the intro.
Turning to ashes, when do we burn away? Used to be oh so close, now I see you. Just turn around and leave me. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain.
Eat. Yes. For the recap, well, Naruto has left Iowa. He went to Iowa, fixed it up, did missions for him, that type of stuff. He's recently returned back and started the Genin exams to become a Genin. He, has bested Sasuke in Taijutsu and Shuriken Jutsu so far. But now let's get into it. Naruto was sitting under a tree watching everyone do their Shuriken and Kunai. What? Why are you beating me? Asked Sasuke, pointing to Naruto. Cause, what, do you think I've been weak? No, quite the opposite actually. I've been doing on missions my whole life. You've just had a clone messing around with you. I couldn't even be bothered to show up here myself. But now I gotta become a Genin. Just because I wanted to, said Naruto. Naruto sat there for another hour. The class walked in for their shuriken thing, ninjutsus. Naruto walked in the room. Being first, he walked straight in and sat down, waiting for them to walk in with the first person to take it, which was Shino. What are you doing in here, Naruto? Asked Rika. Well, I want to do it now so I can go home. So, Shino, I'll take this, and then you can practice, said Naruto. Shino nodded his head and walked out. Rika and Mizuki sat at their desk. Okay, go! What's it called? Go. First, show us the 3 not prone jutsus. The substitution, the change transformation, and the clone technique, said Naruto. No, said Rika. Naruto sat there. Okay. Naruto made 4 clones. They all transformed one transformed into Hiruzen, one transformed into Rika, one transformed into Mizuki, and the other one transformed into Jiraiya. Good, very well, said Rika. Naruto used the substitution jutsu, and in the room was one of the clones substituted with Hiruzen, the one that looked like Hiruzen, the one that looked like Rika substituted with him, and the one that looked like Mizuki substituted with him. Naruto just sat there. Okay, now what? Asked Naruto. Now it is time for you to perform your wind elements, said Rika. Okay. Naruto made, Gale Palm, said Naruto. Naruto sent a Gale Palm and it hit a tree. Fireball Jutsu, said one. Naruto had sent, because he has all 5 elements, he had 5 clones walk in the room. One, Fireball Jutsu, said the first clone to walk in. The next clone used Gale Palm, Wind Gale Palm. The next one used the Water Clone, which the next one, made a little earth dome, and the last one made lightning shurikens. And they hit the, hairs on Mizuki. Naruto walked right up to Mizuki and smelled him. You smell like snakes, Orochimaru. You're a traitor, said one of the clones. Hiruzen, who was also sitting in the room, wait, are you sure, Naruto? Asked Mizuki. I never failed, do I? said the clone. Naruto got up and, yeah. And then Mizuki puffed into smoke and ran out the room. Naruto's like, Naruto stood up. I'll be back. I'll kill the traitor, said Naruto. Naruto, he started running through the village with a bunch of clones looking up for Mizuki. There was some point on the gates. Naruto walked into the Hokage's office just in case to see Mizuki running out with the scroll. Naruto ran after Mizuki and pinned him down with a kunai with Naruto straight through Mizuki's throat. Naruto sunshined to Hiruzen and dropped Mizuki on the floor, body dead. Naruto yawned. Okay, can I become a genin? Asked Naruto. Hiruzen nodded. Naruto walked over to the headbands to see. There were ones with blue, grey, and black cloth behind them. Naruto looked at him. Quick question, but is there another colour, like blood red? Asked Naruto. Why would you want to wear that? Asked Mizuki. Hiruzen looked at him. Come to me after this and you'll have a blood red one. Naruto nodded and walked away. Why did you give him that special blood red one? Asked Urika. Because that's what he asked for, and he just killed a traitor, so I'll be giving it to him, said Mizuki. And the rest goes canon. Everyone else passes. Naruto sits there, and Sasuke walks out with his headband. Look, the dope's the only one that didn't pass as a ninja. Laughed Sasuke. Every other ninja there started laughing too, except Shikamaru and Choji. Naruto looked at Sasuke with hate in his eyes. At least I'm not gay, cause you're the one who, what's it called? Got so many fangirls but can't choose one, cause you're gay, right? Asked Naruto. Sasuke scolded. I'm not gay, I don't like men. Naruto stood up. Doesn't look that way to me, Sasuke. Oh, Naruto used a henge transformation and used his sexy jutsu. All the boys in there except Sasuke had blood dribble down their nose. Naruto noticed this. Like I said, you're gay. Sasuke went to punch Naruto, but Naruto caught it by using his pinky. The punch was that weak that Naruto thought it was a fly. Did a fly hit me? Then said Naruto. Naruto looked over to see Sasuke. Oh, never mind. A retarded bitch hit me, said Naruto. Sasuke kicked Naruto in the balls, dropping Naruto down, but Naruto just stood up. Sasuke started laughing. He's a girl, I didn't feel anything there, and he didn't even drop like you do when you get hit in the nuts, laughed Sasuke. All the fangirls started laughing, because Naruto, it just came out to be a girl, and he's only pissed because he loves Sasuke. No, he's my Sasuke, said Uno. No, he's not. He's my Sasuke, but Naruto can't have him either way because he's a female that no one likes, said Sakura. All the girls started laughing. Naruto just looked his head in shame and looked at Sasuke. You know what's funny, Sasuke? Your clan is a really clever and strong clan, and you're just a weak example of what they produce. The Uchiha clan name is something only those with pride can fully accomplish strength in. You are just a weak one, following your brother's example. You know what's funny? I would kill you right now. But there's a law saying I can't kill Sasuke. Sasuke this, Sasuke that. You fangirls are nothing. Sakura, you're useless with that big forehead. Like I said before, you're nobody. Sasuke won't acknowledge you because you're weak and pathetic. Your clan hair. You could have something better than Sasuke. But no, you need someone who's weak. Someone who can't even... You know what? Don't worry. Someone that doesn't even have a 3-to-1 Sharingan and is from Uchiha clan. And his brother being a prodigy. He takes his shadow. Ruins the Uchiha name, said Naruto. This pissed off all the fangirls. You fucking maggot, shouted all of them. They all started hitting Naruto, who just dodged all the hits. effortlessly. Naruto walked right up behind Sasuke and looked him in the eyes. I'm sorry, but you're weak and a nobody. I've got things to do, said Naruto. Naruto looked Sasuke in the eyes to see it was a Tutomoe Sharingan. So me pissing him off has awakened it by dishonoring him, by saying he's a weak part to his clan. That's good. Itachi will like what I've done here, but he'll be pissed of what I said. Sasuke, let's go have a battle in Taijutsu Arena where I'll let loose a little bit, said Naruto. Naruto and Sasuke walked out of the room. As soon as he did this, Sasuke was pissed. He's just had his clan name dishonored. This little brat, the dope, thinks he's tough. Sasuke's about to show him tough. Sasuke started letting out a barrage of hits that kept immediately laying into Naruto. Sasuke was laughing in his mind that this brat is now fucked. But then, out of nowhere, Sasuke was kneed in the gut. A punch slammed into his jaw. His legs were grabbed from underneath, and his head was smashed against the ground repeatedly. When Sasuke looked up to see who it was, why he's laying on the ground, Naruto's foot was in Sasuke's jaw. Naruto punched Sasuke in the stomach, making him spit out blood. Said Sasuke. Naruto walked up and punched him in the leg. Sasuke was picked up by his clothing by Naruto, who grabbed Sasuke by the hands and span him around, letting go, and Sasuke hit himself into a tree with his foot, breaking it. All you could hear was the gate shattering. Naruto thought, I didn't even use... He's meant to be Uchiha. He's nothing compared to Kakashi and Itachi and Shisui. They in Taijutsu make me use the throat gate. He can't even make me use one. He's a dishonor to them. But hey, I now know the fifth gate, thought Naruto. Naruto shinned away until the top of the building. Where's Sasuke and Naruto? Shouted Erika. Naruto looked down to see some of the school nurse carrying Sasuke out to the hospital. Well, Erika said, when you see them, tell them to meet back in a week and a day so that they can see their teams, said Erika. Naruto shinned away to the, not Clan Airs, no, to Horizon's office and saw Erika holding two, headbands. One, the blood red one, and another one, a blood black one. Well, metallic black one. Naruto looked to see who it was. It was Kyoritsuchi. She had finally came. Naruto looked at her. You're here! She laughed Naruto. She looked at him. Yes, I'm here. You miss me, honey? Laughed Kyoritsuchi. Naruto replied with a nod, and hugged her. It's been a little while, hasn't it? He laughed. Yes, it has. My grandfather finally gave me permission to move here, to be with you. But I'm a genin, and so where are we staying? Asked Kyoritsuchi. Naruto pointed at it. About that, we'll be living in the Uchiha compounds. Can I move out of the Uchiha compound now? Naruto asked Hiruzen. Yes. We had a house built for you, just for this day, unless you want to move into your father's house in the Namikaze compound, said Naruto, asked Hiruzen. Naruto looked at Hiruzen. Actually, I'm moving into this other house, but then when I reveal my heritage, I'm going to move into the other one. Okay, we'll have all this, we'll have some scrolls that your father wanted you to learn when you became a genin, said Hiruzen. Shipped to your house. Naruto nodded. Him and Kyotoichi. Please look after him, said Horizon. She nodded. So, you became a genin, laughed Kyotoichi. Yeah, I did. But that you did too. You like your headband? Laughed Naruto. She nodded. And they slid their fingers and hands together and walked around the village. So, we gotta do some shopping, don't we? Why don't we think about somewhere to do? What to look for? Naruto transformed into someone else using the transformation jutsu. He looked at it. I have to look like this to get the right deal. Because if I'm seen with you and we buy something together, it doesn't matter. They'll charge you overpriced. So this will work. She nodded. The QB, isn't it? She asked. Naruto nodded. They walked through the village, buying everything they would need. They've got couches. They got a couch, some cupboards, a bed, kitchen utensils. What else did they get? They got lamps. They got light bulbs. They got drawers, bedside tables, chairs, bar stools, clothes. They spent the whole the week getting setting up their house and buying equipment. Naruto has he now has in his room in his room there's a king size bed for him and Kyoichi to share. They both have their drawers. The house is a 2-story, 4-bedroom house, kitchen, a lounge room, a study, a training ground behind it. It's in the old Senju compound. Close to the Senju compound, right next to training ground 5, which is Naruto's training ground because it's in front of his house, behind his house. They have a TV, but they don't really use it. It'll be for when people come over. There's a bookcase in the lounge room and containing books of all different types of books, scrolls as well, and then there's Naruto's study, which is also Kyoichi's. There's their family history in there, ninjutsu scrolls, a lot of them. There's stuff about the Sharingan, stuff about the Haraishin and the jutsus he was given by Minato. And what else is in there? There's also Kyoichi's family heritage, dust release, and some other things in there. That's not important. Like, there's a safe with all Naruto's money. He was given to fix up the house, decorate it and all. He was given not even a quarter of his heritage from his mum. And, he was given not even a quarter of his heritage from his mum. Dad, which is nowhere near compared to his heritage of his mum, which he may never spend. Naruto sat there under the bar stool, eating some cereal, breakfast, while Kyoichi did her hair. So we're going to find out our teams, laughed Naruto. Yes we are, she laughed back. Naruto gave her a kiss on the cheek. Well, how long do we have until 8 o'clock, asked Naruto. She looked at the clock that was behind the kitchen. About an hour. Why do you ask? Asked Kyoichi. Nothing much, said Naruto. Naruto hugged Kyoichi and picked her up. We're going to go read, said Naruto. An hour passes and Naruto and Kyoichi is sitting in the academy, in the back of the class, like they have been for the past 20 minutes, reading a scroll. All the kids start rushing in. First is Choji and Shikamaru, who sit where they normally sit, where Naruto would sit with them, but he's with Kyoichi. In front of Choji and Shikamaru sit Kiba and Shino. In front of them is Hinata, and some girls. and in front of Naruto and Sasuke, two loud noises are heard coming down the hall. "I'll get there first and sit next to my Sasuke-kun," said a voice. "No, you won't, big forehead girl, fat forehead girl. I want to get there and I'm going to sit with my Sasuke," said the other one. Kyotochi looked up to Naruto. "Do you know these two?" asked Kyotochi. Naruto nodded his head. "Yes. Big forehead girl is Sakura. The other one, most likely, is Ino Yamanaka," said Naruto. Yep, I heard about these two," laughed Kyotochi. Everyone in the class that was there, even Sakura and Ino, who had just arrived, noticed her. That some of the boys saw how beautiful she was, and the girls kind of felt anger that this girl is more beautiful than them. Sasuke turned his head and nodded in approval. "She is kind of cute. I wonder if she's single," said Sasuke. All the fangirls looked in disbelief of what she had just said. Naruto looked at Kyotochi. "I think you got a fanboy. You should go sit with him." She nodded her head and sat next to Sasuke, making fun of him, touching his hair, and kind of flirting with him. The two girls, Sakura and Ino, are still angry, astonished that this new girl who they don't know is just flirting with her Sasuke. Sakura gets pissed and her and Ino pull Kyotochi onto the desk, and she's sitting basically like where Naruto is when he kisses Sasuke. One of the boys in front bumps her up and falls straight flat on the floor. Kyotochi lands on Sasuke. Their lips meeting, and Kyotochi was about to say something, so her mouth is open on Sasuke's. He takes this moment, puts his hands on her back, and starts putting his tongue in her mouth. She gets up and slaps him across the face. "Ow! What is that for?" asked Sasuke. "You are pervert. You don't even... You know what? You're nothing to me," said Kyotochi. All girls looked pissed. This new girl had just been Sasuke's first kiss and his first tongue kiss. They were not happy. None of them wanted her on their team. Arika came in. "Sit down!" shouted Arika. Kyotochi sat next to Naruto and she put her hand on the table, but Naruto was not. Naruto decided, as soon as she sat down, Naruto had walked over and sat next to Choji and Shikamaru and ate some chips. He was not happy. His girlfriend, that he hadn't even tongue-kissed yet, had just done it with Sasuke. He was not happy. She better hope that this never happens again, thought Naruto. So, Arika goes through the teams and their senseis. Next up is Team 7. Your joining is Kakashi Hatake. The genin will be Sakura Haruno. Before Arika could continue, Sakura was standing, waiting for who her next members are. Next is Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke's head fell and he hit the desk trying to not believe this. Sakura was standing up. Yes, true love will prevail. I will be with my Sasuke-kun, said Sakura. Kyotochi was sitting back. Can you shut up? And this got Sakura to shut up. She just sat down. Next up is Kyotochi. You form Team 7. And Sakura stood up. No, you take my Sasuke away from me, said Sakura. Sasuke looked at her. Well, at least I got something benefited from this damn team, said Sasuke. Kyotochi stood up. Whatever. Our joining better be here soon. We better get this on with now, said Kyotochi. Next up is teammate. They are Hinata Hyuga. What's his name? Hinata Hyuga, Kiba Inazaka, and Shino Abarami. Your joining is Korona Yuhai. Next up is Team 10 because Team 9 isn't tuning yet. Is Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akamichi. Your team joining leader is Asuma Saratobi. Team 11 is Naruto Uzumaki with the joining leader Shisui Uchiha, said Arika. Sasuke stood up. Why does the dope get someone? When I died, he didn't even make it as a genin. He had some brief test, said Sasuke. Arika stood up. Actually, Sasuke, you're Rookie of the Year by only default because Naruto here didn't have overall good grades during the year. But compared to you, he was astonishing. His record, it was as if he had never been dumb. He'd been doing this his whole year. He got perfect on everything. Except enthusiasm. Now sit your ass down. All the team leaders start walking in. Two people caught Naruto's attention. One was a girl, and another one was a boy who had a cigarette in his mouth. Naruto got up and walked over to the one with his mouth. Asuma Saratobi and Korona Yuha. Nice to meet you. I am Naruto Uzumaki. He shook both their hands, and before Asuma could even notice, Naruto had put his hands in Asuma's pocket where he had seemed to grab his cigarette from and his ladder, and he put him in his pocket. I might get some money for these, thought Naruto. Naruto sat back down. Okay, Team 10, come with me. We got some introductions to do, said Asuma. Teammate, follow me. We're off, said Korona. Next, Shisui walks in. Naruto, come on. We got some stuff to do, said Shisui. Naruto followed Shisui through and out to, Naruto's house. They sat in the backyard. What are we doing? Asked Naruto. Well, normally we'd be doing introductions and a genin test, but no, none of that. Stood up, we got an A rank. And then our next 2 missions will be C rank, and then depends on what we get. Noted. Shisui. Naruto confirmed and got up and ran over to his crate where it had all his things. You know I'm always prepared. Now let's go, said Naruto. Shisui nodded his head. Well, let's go. And they walked off, out of Konoha, over with Team 10. My name is Ino Yamanaka. My goals is to own the flower shop, marry a young man, who's very cool and popular, and who can make me very happy. My goals and likes are the same thing. I like the boy, and my goal is to marry him. My dislikes are this new girl, Koichi Kyotetsu, whatever her name is, Sakura Haruno. She ended our friendship over a boy, what a dumbass. And lazies, perverts, and Naruto, because he thinks he's all tough and cool and can beat up my Sasuke, said Ino. My name is Shikamaru Nara. My likes and dislikes, I don't care. They're too much effort and too much of a drag to think about. My goal is to one day be a cloud, said Shikamaru. Choji sat there, munching his chips. My name is Choji Akamichi. Yes, that's my name. I like chips, food, my friends, sometimes training. My dislikes are anyone who doesn't like food or who calls people fat. And my goal is to show that even fat and chubby people can be strong and cool, said Choji. Okay, I guess I'll go. My name is Asuma Saratobi. My likes and dislikes are none of your concern. My goal is to one day settle down and have a family. And tomorrow, meet me here, because we got a test to do, said Asama without saying anything else. His son shinned away. Over, teammate, and before we get into any more intros and that, we are off. I'm going to leave you guys to think about, give me some lines of what they should say, and now I'm off. This is definitely part 7, not part 6.